Well, after what must be one of the worst starts to the season of any season I've ever had in Football Manager, have I been able to recover it? How are we doing now? We were joint points on the next person inside the relegation zone. We'd been knocked out the Carabao Cup at the first round. Things were looking bad. Cohesion was down. Player mutinies. Everything that could be going bad and wrong was. So let's go find out just what's been happening. Right, and let's pull the band-aid off straight away. Form in the league has improved. Cohesion within the team has improved. And the players who should have been performing at a certain level have started to perform at a certain level. We currently find ourselves mid-table in 12th place with 34 points after 26 games. Form has definitely turned around. I'd only bet on us being able to make mid-table kind of obscurity at the moment, but I mean, at least that would be establishing ourselves as a championship side rather than fighting against relegation, which suits me a lot better. Let's have a look exactly what has been going on. If we bring up the schedule here, as you can see, the start of the season form was absolutely devastating, and then we just started managing to eke out some wins. Real good, solid 4-1 win against Leicester, who were our championship favourites, really. And then results against Millwall, Ipswich. We got hammered by Derby. Though, I've got to give the team praise. We were 5-0 down at half time. I thought, this is it. I've had my little bit of good form and this is it. It's over. I could not believe it. We managed to claw it back to 6-3 in the end. And then, yeah, we got some good results. Huddersfield, Stoke, Reading. We've had a little bit of a wobble. Nothing catastrophic, though. Bolton, who we went up with, they've been really strong and they currently find themselves in 7th. They done us 2-0 at their ground. But we've gone 3-1 against Leeds. Now we find ourselves entering into the FA Cup in the 3rd round against a really rubbish draw. Premier League opposition at the first attempt in the FA Cup, and it's a home draw. To make that worse, we could really do with a cup run. Money is literally falling out of the club like there's a hole in the bottom of it, down to £500,000. By the end of the season, we're going to be in a deficit for sure, unless we can get a really good cup run going. All right, guys, it is match day, and just before I go through the squad, I think I'll just address the fact that we have now adopted a gegenpress style of play. We were giving the opposition far too much time and space on the ball. For the squad today against Bournemouth, this is by no means the squad I'd be wanting or hoping that I was putting out. We've got players left, right and centre are unhappy because they're not getting game time, and yeah, it's not an ideal situation. This is just what we're going to have to go with. In goal, Finlay Herrick. Charlie Olsen is filling in at right back. Taylor Ferran, Henry Fieldson in centre back roles. Harry Mills at left back. Tyreek Backinson and Dean Hoy in the defensive midfield roles. Amari Hutchinson on the right, Sinan Kea in the middle, and Zach Ritchie on the left, Daniel Lewis up front, Owen Foster, Tamsin Rogers, Elijah Morrison, Di Pietro, Matthew Ewart, Benoa, Ika Gill, Greg Smith, and Josh McNally, all on the bench for us today. All I can hope for is that Bournemouth are that miserable, being the whipping boys of the Premier League at the moment, that we can get a result, but they're going to be wanting to get something here. This is their opportunity to actually get something, and there they go. They go 1-0 up within 3 minutes. But I still got to be hopeful that we can potentially get something out of this. Bournemouth have got to be pretty down on their sort of ability to perform on the pitch at the moment. All right, maybe trying to work our way back into the game a little bit. Half time, only 1-0 down. We do still have a chance. Nope. Retain possession. Don't give it back to them. They might be crap in the Premier League, but they're still Premier League opposition. I'd say that not overperforming this season, getting an unlikely promotion this season to the Premier League, yes, there'd be a massive cash injection, but nowhere near enough to build on the squad enough to make them ready. And Bournemouth get a player sent off with over half an hour to go. We have a one-man advantage. Let's see if there's any changes we can make. Right. Daniel Lewis isn't performing today. We bring on Ika Gill to see if he can bring on a bit of pace. He is a little bit more pacey. Overall, he's not quite as good as a player, but Amari Hutchinson, he's consistently getting pretty subpar performances at the moment. Zach Ritchie as well. All right, Elijah Morrison on for him. Just bring on some fresh legs. We've got a goal back. We have a goal back. Still got half an hour to play, so we still have a chance to get another goal back. We've still got a one-man advantage. But yeah, even though man to man, we're still going to be up against it. Just want to get them to go on attacking now and try and demand a little bit more. I mean, you can see they're overshadowing us now, but we still, as long as there's still time on the clock, we still have a chance. And there is our chance. Matthew Ewart comes on as from the subs bench. And that is a beautiful header back across goal, giving the keeper no chance. He just waves at it as he sees it go past and into the goal. 2-2, game on. We still have a chance. 10 minutes to go. Could we snatch an unlikely victory against Premier League opposition? We have a chance. Like Ikagil, Mills, over the top for Morrison. Can't find anyone. Can't put it back. Just bounces it off the post instead. And that is time run out. And we will be replaying at Bournemouth. Right, next game, Norwich. We have a couple of transfers coming in and going out. Possibly Backinson going out and Duarte going out. And also loans for Gnarly, Ika Gill as well. But I feel like maybe it's important financially to get a few players off the books and getting their wages paid for. Right, so obviously we got Norwich as our next league game, but we got our Bournemouth replay in the FA Cup right afterwards. So I'll be playing the Norwich game off camera and then we'll go back for the replay against Bournemouth. Right, the draw has been made for the next round of the FA Cup. Only the fourth round, our second game, or potentially second game in the FA Cup. And we would get another Premier League opposition, this time away, so we have a bit of a financial carrot dangling in front of us, away to Everton, who will absolutely annihilate us. There is little doubt about that. However, they have a nearly 53,000 capacity stadium, and yeah, that's where we can get a little bit of a payday. All right, so for the squad today to face Bournemouth, we're starting to get a few players back in slowly. Right, Finley Herrick in goal, new boy Bogdan Lupu, I love the name Bogdan, in at right back, Taylor Foran, Tansman Rogers in the central defence, Harry Mills left back, Alfie Harrison in a deep line playmaker role. He's only half a star at the moment, but you know, I think once he's trained in that position, he's going to be absolutely fine, I think. And then he's sitting next to Dean Hoy, who's training to be more of a ball-winning midfielder as well. It's just what we've got to work with at the moment. But yeah, he's doing a job there. But we need more of a midfield destroyer, like I said. Amari Hutchinson on the right side of attacking midfield. Sishubu in centre, and Zach Richard on the left. Daniel Lewis up front. And on the bench, we've got Owen Foster, Henry Fieldson, Rodrigo Duarte, Elijah Morrison, Matthew Ewart, Mohamed Benoa, Ikagil, Greg Smith, and Mohamed Sinan Kea. So it's starting to look a little bit stronger. Go out and play with freedom, boys. Bournemouth get a corner with 15 minutes on the clock and try a curling shot from just outside the area. And it's a little bit wayward, thankfully. I don't mind that. Hopefully they don't have their shooting boots on today. 25 minutes gone. We are in the game. 3 shots, 1 on target so far. 4 shots, 1 on target. All right, so hopefully we can, I don't know, let's say take control of this game. Got to remember, this is Premier League opposition. You know, they would have, whatever position they find themselves in at the start of the season, they would have invested millions into their squad. But Shishuba breaks through, and we get that breakthrough. 1-0 up. Shishuba with an assist from Daniel Lewis. Keep working hard till the end. Let's have a look at some substitutions then. Richie is tired, so we're going to bring on who's right. I think I'm going to switch Hutchinson over to the left, and then I'm going to bring Kea on the right hand side, and then Hoy is tired. Duarte come on for Hoy, and anywhere else, I think we will just leave it at that and see if we can just see this out. 10 minutes to go, and we could potentially be facing Everton in the 4th round. Going to be disappointing we can't have made it any further in the competition. That's me writing us off completely already. But I mean, we were quarter finalists last season, so you know, I got expectations, and yeah, the 3rd round, 4th round, even 5th round. You know, we've been there, we've done that. We know we're better than that. Or we might have just been a bit lucky with the draws last season, and that is not what we want with 5 minutes to go. Bournemouth bring it back to 1-1. This could be going into extra time. Are we extra time, or are we straight into penalties? I'm not 100%. We will see. Anyway, let's get rid of it. We don't see that going into the goal again. Right. Now I regret not bringing extra fresh legs on up front, because we're essentially chasing the game now. I'm sure Bournemouth are going to have a lot more efficient players if it's going to come to penalties, or just being able to play for as long as we're going to need to if we go into extra time. But we have a chance here. Lewis out to Morrison on the left. Morrison inside to Fieldson. And Fieldson, the centre back, coming in at defensive midfield, finds himself up the other end of the pitch and fires into the bottom corner. And that should be that. And it is that. 2-1 winners away to Bournemouth Premier League opposition. And that's us through to the next round to face Everton as well. Couldn't be prouder of the lads. That is an excellent, excellent result. We get the right to meet Everton away in the next round of the FA Cup. Let's have a look when that is exactly. It's only in a couple of games. Well, I guess I'm going to be playing Middlesbrough, and then I'm going to be coming back real soon for our 4th round FA Cup game against Everton. If you've enjoyed that, leave us a like, leave us a comment in the comments below. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. As for now, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one.